You're about to get the best of the best. What has been set aside for you has often been overlooked, walked past, not wanted. But as soon as you put your hands on it, everybody gonna want it. Not only are they going to want what it is that you have picked up, but they may even try to intimidate you to believe you have to pass it along. So I'm going to tell you this very interesting dream that I had. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to break down some of those elements to help you understand why. Number one, this is the best of the best. And number two, you cannot give this up. So you get a special invitation to go to this estate. Now, this is an estate that you know, the owner of this place has passed on, and they have decided that they're going to open up the home to a few people, and y'all are going to come collect whatever you want, however much you want. So you get over to the place, and there are other people there. These people are people that you've known for a very long time, even some of them you grew up with. Each of you guys got a bag, and you was told once again, you can get anything you want, however much you want. So you all go into the place and people immediately start grabbing and filling their bags. You were in a very, very sentimental mood. You didn't want the expensive stuff. You didn't want the antiques. It was really nothing that you wanted. But when you walked into the kitchen, you noticed this shelf. Now on the shelf, there were a bunch of pots and pans, but there was also this one roll of ribbon. You reached for the ribbon and something inside of you just lit up. You loved the ribbon, and out of all of the expensive stuff, this was all you wanted. Just one thing, and it was very special to you. Now, here comes someone that you've known for a very long time, and they look at the ribbon in your hands and say, wait a minute, is it another one of those? They turn around and they look on the shelf and they don't see another one. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, if it's only one of them, you might have to get that one to me because it's only one left. Now, as you look behind the person, they had about 6 or 7 bags filled with all this expensive jewelry, these antique items worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But out of everything that they already had, they wanted what was in your hand. They wanted the ribbon. Now, this person had passed that ribbon. The person had looked up and down that shelf at all of the different pots and pans. They reached their hands over the ribbon and they never even thought twice about taking it. But now here they are standing before you trying to make you feel like, listen, you have to hand it over. I don't care what all I got. I want what's yours. And so as you're standing there, you begin to feel a little sad because you're trying to think, do I really have to hand this over? Even though it's the only thing that I got? Now, when I tell y'all this thing is a little deep, it's a lot deeper than you think. Okay? This ribbon in the dream represents something super, super significant. Okay? So, in fact, in this video, I'm only going to be talking about the ribbon. Y'all not choosing numbers, but over on Patreon, I'm breaking this thing down in terms of like romance, in terms of like finances and all that kind of stuff. But right here, we have to talk about the significance of the ribbon and what it means for you. You got something extra special that's been working in your life that you may not have been aware of. But today I'm here to make you aware of it, okay? First of all, let me just tell you this. In the dream, the ribbon was checkered, red, and white, okay? So this dream I had maybe about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that ago, and I've been doing the research on spiritually, what does this ribbon represent? Okay, now watch this. Let me take you back to the Bible days, right? The red ribbon is a reminder of God's faithfulness and to protect his people from the plagues. Now, I don't know if y'all know the Bible or not, but there was these plagues that was coming through the town. And the way that certain people was protected from those plagues is that they had red goat's blood over the doorpost. Okay, and this is what the ribbon represented in the dream. A special force of protection where if something comes in, it can't touch you. Something low vibrational, negative, or evil comes and try to take you out, it can't. This is why a lot of y'all do not look like what you have been through. Some of y'all should be devastated, depressed. Some of y'all should be gone off of this earth. The people in the dream represent the people who watched you go through certain things that would have killed them. They would have not been able to survive some of the things that you have been through. They watched you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you may not know, but they wonder why. Why is it that the thing that would have took me out got you over there writing books? Why is it that when that same thing happened to my friend, she almost jumped off the balcony? Why is it that when my doctor diagnosed that family member with that same thing that you got, they only lasted another year, but you're still here and you don't seem to be phased? Well, this ribbon is telling you, you got something that not everybody else has. In fact, this is almost like a spiritual inheritance, a gift that was passed down to you. For example, like I was telling you about the doorpost. If your grandparent lived in that home and then they passed away, but then you inherited the home, that same blood on the doorpost is protecting you. With this being an estate sale, the way it felt in the dream, it's like this was a family member who passed on, and now you guys get to go and collect all of the spiritual gifts. But it's something interesting because as you are being watched and observed, not closely, you know, but just your life. These are people that you know. Everybody kind of sees what everybody goes through, but it's just kind of like, okay, after all of this time, we're coming together and I'm looking at you trying to figure out how come you didn't get the plague. I saw positions that you were in where you should have been trapped. You should be, again, devastated, but for whatever reason, you keep regenerating. There's like this new power that always comes upon you, and you got people trying to figure out what that is. Well, somebody may have figured it out. And now they feel like, listen, that house you inherited with the thing over the doorpost, I want that too. I want to be able to manifest and do the things that you're doing and get over the things that I'm still trying to get over. And I want to do it looking good like you. Okay, so let's keep going. And as I kept doing my research, I came across things like, you know, the red ribbon symbolizes the power of the blood of Jesus, you know, all that kind of stuff. So there's a significant type of power that you carry that you may not have been using, you may not have known about. It is support for a particular cause. So that means when you come up with a goal, with a vision, with an idea, you have a dream, you got spiritual support that backs that up. This is why, again, you're able to manifest certain things, and somebody's looking like, wait a minute, when I come up with an idea, I want that spiritual support to back me up as well. You don't understand that you have a lot of things in the spirit realm that other people who may be connected to you do not. Okay, you have to understand what type of privilege position you're in. Okay, you're spiritually privileged. Okay, then it also talks about the ribbon symbolizes the links and connections between people and their dreams. Now, this word dreams can be interpreted two different ways. We're talking about the dreams of you being asleep and these pictures and many movies are going through your mind, or the dreams that you have, like that you want to manifest. Okay, so this is the link. Some people don't have the ability to dream big. It is because that little battery pack was not included, okay? The ribbon, the spiritual gift, the spiritual privilege is not there, meaning the power that they would need to manifest that thing is not there. Why is it that you can do something and it'll be successful the first or second, maybe third time around, but this person can try it 10, 20 years and it'll never pop off? Well, again, there's that little battery pack behind you. Okay, now it also connects to the meaning, or it connects you together to what you desire. Okay, this means that, again, your dreams, your visions, your goals, your desires, the things that you really want, these come into play. These come into manifestation. You got someone close, or maybe these are people who are wondering, how can I get my hands on that battery pack? Now, this is the thing about it. You know this is a spiritual gift from God. You understand this is a spiritual generational gift that may have been passed down to you. They do not. They see results but they don't necessarily see the spiritual power in terms of it being good. Because here we go. Someone, and I think I said this in a different video, maybe it was on Patreon, someone may think that it's witchcraft, okay? When we start jumping into the spirit realm and you're able to abracadabra and something manifests in your life, or you're continuously digging yourself out of ditches that you should have died in, someone is starting to think that this is demonic. And you are using, or you are working with the forces of darkness in order to have things go your way. So let's get into the part where you're debating, do I give this thing away or do I keep it? This person is intimidating me to feel as if I have to pass it over, but I don't want to. It's the one thing that I got, okay? So the one thing that you got is the one thing that someone else is gunning for, is looking to get. The problem is it's not interchangeable. What God has for me is for me, right? What God has for you is for you. It's been handcrafted for you. Crafted, ribbon, art to craft. Okay, but it's not to be traded. It cannot be traded. And that's what leads us back to what I've said about the witchcraft. Because someone thinks if it's witchcraft that you're using, then I can use witchcraft to take it. See, if someone else got their hands on this gift, they would use it for other purposes, right? Again, they think you garnered this gift by dark demonic means, so they figure I can use dark demonic means to transfer it over to me. All right, now watch this. Red or pink ribbon in a dream means pleasure and well-being. It can mean an unexpected change in your life is on the way. An unexpected change is on the way, okay? So this is something that you've been wishing for, something that you've been desiring, something that maybe you've been praying for, and it's on the way. And from where other people may be sitting, they can see that this thing is about to happen, okay? So this can also be a thing of someone noticing you're about to get the ribbon. And because you're about to get the ribbon, you're about to get the glory, you're about to get the manifestation, I want to try to interject, okay? Or maybe someone is going to reach for it before you reach for it, right? This is why it's important to keep your goals for the next few weeks to yourself. Keep the goal, the manifestation, a secret until you're holding it in your hands, okay? If someone is watching you go towards the ribbon, right, the spiritual gift, the goal, the manifestation, the wish, the dream, the person, they, again, might try to interject because nobody wants it until you put your hands on it, okay? This thing has been overlooked, which means whatever this spiritual gift, whatever the inheritance, whatever it is you're about to get, it's been around, okay? That ribbon was there the whole time. It's just that when you get it, something about it is all of a sudden appealing. All of a sudden, it's good. It's great. We want it, okay? We want a piece of that, or we want to take all of that, okay? So keep that in mind as we're moving through. All right, now, the other spiritual meaning of red for a ribbon is that it connects to certain energies and certain frequencies. With you having this in your hand, you are able to connect to certain things in the spirit realm or enter into certain vibrations that are not as accessible to other people, okay? Because they do not hold this gift. They do not hold the ribbon. Therefore, they're not able to access those things. Another thing that I got for the red ribbon, watch this, it represents passion, lively nature, excess energy, vitality, and willpower. Emphasis on that willpower, the ability to will things into existence. Now, for some of you guys, I'm just confirming what you already know. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, you possess this power. Now you need to start using it. So when you be having dreams, if you get visions, if you are a seer, whatever your spiritual gift is, this is a real thing, and you are able to use that to create the life of your dreams, okay? So we talked about the red ribbon, and now I'm just going to wrap it up with talking about some of the elements of the white that was in the ribbon. Okay, now you know, of course, white represents things like purity, spiritual healing, wisdom, and light. You carry the light, okay, and you carry a lot of answers and solutions, and it's almost as if you always get a clean slate. This is why you're able to go through things, learn the lesson, gain the wisdom, and then pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on to the next thing. And it doesn't matter how many times you stumble or fall, you always have the ability to get back up. So this is for my people out there who already know this, but it's also for my people who feel down and out. You have this power. So know and understand, you will not stay there. You will always, some way, somehow, come up, get up, spread your wings. You will rise from the ashes like the phoenix. It doesn't matter how long you've been down, how out you feel. Some way, somehow, it's going to turn around. And this is going to keep raising the eyebrows. Now, we talk about white ribbon. We're talking about freedom, talking about independence, and we're also talking about spiritual enlightenment. Remember, you have access to certain realms and information in the spirit world that not everyone else does. This is why you're able to use that magic energy to bring things into existence. I mean, when you stack all of these gifts together, you got spiritual willpower. You got the spiritual protection of all of these different angels maybe, or your ancestors, however you believe, backing you up. Then you got all this spiritual enlightenment. You have this vitality and all this extra energy. It's like, yeah, this makes you a super, super powerful being. And you got to start using and exercising these powers, okay? So I think that's all I'm going to touch on for YouTube, okay? We're going to go over to Patreon, and I'm going to be breaking down a few of the things that I got as far as your money goes with all this spiritual power, and as far as like romance, specifically romance and love, okay? You know, sometimes when I get messages about 2 or more parties, it's generally business partners, or, you know, it can be platonic, it can be friendships, but this is specifically for love and romance. Okay, so make sure you guys click the link in the description box and head on over there to get the extended of these vibes. Okay, but if this is where it ends for you, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.